friends and neighbors. It's me, Akiic to the head. Welcome back. We are back. Construction Simulator 2013. Now, if you remembered, we had dropped off the pipes here for the cistern and stuff. Now it's asking us to take the tipper, or the deposit tipper, and take that and get in it, and we'll get our next task. So let's drive this back to the shop real fast. And let's back up and come out this way. Stay right there, buddy. I'm coming through. Okay. And we'll drop this back up to our home base. And we'll enter into the deposit tipper. Get out of the way there, buddy. And let's just back in right there beside it, because that's the one we want. And I'm going to try to drive in cab as much as possible. Now, I will drive with the keyboard and mouse and do everything else with the controller. It's just much easier to drive with the controller or the keyboard and mouse. That way I can look around like this as I'm driving. So let's get in the cab. It says, now get the container at the construction site and bring it to the gravel plant. So we get to go pick up the container from the construction site. Everything's clear. So I'd like to thank everyone for your support on the first episode. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I really enjoyed this. I put quite a few hours in now on this game privately. And there you are. I'll park the truck in the right position so you can load it easily. Okay, he's going to park it for us. So let's just switch cameras like this. And let me just spin the camera around. And let's go ahead and get this to it. Drop the camera angle a little bit for you guys. So the right thumbstick is what controls the booms. So up and down does the arms in, up and back like this, and then side to side is what's going to expand the arms out. So let's just attach the cargo. Now we'll pick this back up by bringing our right thumbstick down. Okay. And let's just bring in the arms. There we go. Everything's locked into place. Let's switch back into cab. And let's drive it to the gravel plant, shall we? And let's take a look. Is it clear? Seems to be clear. Let's go ahead and move on out. There we go. So like I said, I've been playing this a lot off camera. Got a lot of hours in already playing it, my private game. I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot you can do with it. It's actually much larger than I thought it was mission-wise. Now, there is some issues with it. Most noticeably, I think there's a memory leak in it, because if I play it for any length of time, then the trees will start, like they grow right before my eyes just as I get close to them. A lot of tearing goes on, and it seems to become really sluggish over time. So I believe there's some kind of memory leak going on in there. I'll have to look and see what the CPU usage is and stuff is over the course of the play. The physics of the vehicles when you crash into something's not... It could be done better in my opinion. Something sort of like what Euro Truck has done. Euro Truck 2, as a matter of fact. Everything else though seems to be pretty nice with what you can do mission wise. I mean, there's a lot of details you got to do. Ooh, excuse me. A lot of vehicles you can buy, a lot of places you can visit on the map. Whoa, there was a big lag spike. But I really am enjoying the game. So let's dump this into here. You can see that sign right there. Whoa, gravel location found. You can see that this is where the containers will go. So let's back it into place. And looks like we're fairly clear there. Let's see if we can do this looking just into the mirrors. Well, there's something there. Okay, right there. Let's go ahead and drop this out. It's hard to do it in cab. Gonna have to switch out because it won't let me do it otherwise. Okay, so let's detach the cargo. Well done. Retract the boom and return to your compound. If you do not want to drive, use the transport function in the top left corner. You can use that to have your vehicles delivered. Try it out and have your deposit tipper delivered to your company premises. And I'll show you what they mean by that. So let's just get back in the cab. So what they're saying to do is you come up to this location here, and we just go to home base village, reset vehicle, yes. So you can see we are now back into our home base. Now he wants us to come over and visit him. So this is what we'll do. Hi Pete, I'm back. A day on the construction site is quite exhausting. Oh man, you have only learned the first machines, but I think you understand the basics of the job. Now you can try to do the contracts on your own and start to earn real money to expand the company. Now we can really get going. I'm really looking forward to this. Okay, so now we are done with Pete. Stage 1, Stage 2, and Stage 4 we didn't get the money for. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe because we done it in a previous episode or something. I don't know. But you can see we got just over $5,000 and 100 experience. Now we've leveled up. We're an inexperienced apprentice, and we've unlocked new construction area, the village. Okay, so we get new contracts available now. Now from here on out, we can pretty much take any jobs that we want to do. So you can see we've got 3 contracts currently, and the new contracts will come up in about 10 minutes. So we can do minor gardening work, and if we do that, you can see these are all the tasks that we got to do. We can do mansion with cobbled gateway. Ooh, that sounds interesting. But we don't get as much money. And then we can just do a real container transport, something small. Let us, looking at the time, we got 7 minutes in. Let's do this one. We got to drive the small excavator to construction site, get 1 cargo container from a materials trader and transport the cargo to the marked area. Excavate the marked area, get 1 time container from the construction site and transport the cargo to the marked area gravel plant. Get 1 snowberry seedling from the nursery and get 1 Yule seedling. So let's accept this contract. So now we've got the contract. So the first thing we got to do, if you remember right, is we got to drive the excavator to the construction site. So let's get into our small truck here and let us back up to the trailer, hook up the trailer, and we'll load up the excavator. So we'll do this now. Now I've gotten quite proficient with the controls, as I say, as I missed the backup mark completely. So we'll get this here. Let's lift up the outriggers. Now we'll pull this forward a little bit, like so. And what I'm going to do now is switch to my 360 controller, hold the right button down, and push to the right on my thumbstick or on the D-pad. That will bring the ramps out, like so. We'll go ahead and get out of this. Let's run over to the excavator. And we'll get in this, and I want to do this. I want to quickly switch to this mode and bring this all the way up. Like that. Switch back to driving mode, and let's go ahead and try to load this onto the trailer. Now I'll have to switch the camera because it's not very easy to do this. We'll try it without the camera first, or in cab first. It's not that easy though. Well, as you can see. For some reason, it doesn't want to control very well with both thumbsticks. I think we got it though. We're hung on something. Let's switch camera. We're hung on something. There we go. So we got it onto the vehicle. Now what I like to do is switch back to this and just put this into the back of the truck. Just like that. Okay, now get out, and now come around to the back, and we can attach the cargo. Get back into the truck, hold the right button down and push left on the thumb pad or the D-pad. That will bring our ramps back in. Like so. And now we will get back in cab and let's head to the construction site, shall we? Now what's nice about this, every time you complete a construction, something replaces where it was. Come on. And it makes like nice houses and playgrounds and stuff. It's really nice looking. So if you remember right, our other construction site was down the road over there. We can take a look at that in a little bit, but we're going to come into here first. So we want to drop this off, and we need to pull it in right here where that is. So let's pull this up here. Like this. Whoa, you're going to stop sliding there, buddy. So let's bring up the ramps. I'm going to lower the sides down just so I don't hit it with the arm of the excavator. We'll come back around behind. Let's detach it. Get back inside. Like so. Switch to this. And drive it into here. Is this where we're supposed to deliver it to? Oh, we got to get a cargo container first and put the cargo container in here. So let's just pull this up out of the way. And pull it right over here. That. Let's run back over here. We'll take this back up to the home base real fast. Whoops. There we go. Let us thumbstick in, pull up our ramps. Like so. And drive away. Now we'll have to pull around and turn around here because I've got the excavator blocking the way out over there. And we'll drive on out. Go pick up the container from the material handler. How are we doing on time? 15 minutes in. Now you can run through these. There's nothing happens. Remember we discussed it on the first episode. You can actually run through them. It doesn't do any good. See, I'll show you here. Or it doesn't do anything harm. See, he just walks right through it. No problem. Let us just leave this truck here for a second. We'll run and we'll grab the container truck and we'll go pick up a container. Okay. I'm really enjoying the game though. I mean, yeah, it's not your top-notch graphics game, but the amount of detail job related to the quests and jobs and management of the company and stuff, there's quite a lot of detail into it. I really do enjoy that. Is it the most beautiful game to look at? No, it's not. Is it the most optimized game as in processing utilization? No, it's not. But it does make it an enjoyable game worth playing and stuff, in my opinion, just for the RPG element of it, if you can call it an RPG element, because you are role-playing to a point and you are building up your stats and stuff like that. So we want a container. So we'll purchase one for 500 euro. We'll get back in our truck and we'll go pick it up. There it is back there. So we'll back into place and switch to the other camera now. It's a little easier for me. We'll lower our booms out. Just right. get to the right camera angle. Like that. Let's just spin the camera around slightly, and let's back into place. Well, I didn't get on that very straight, did I? Let's move forward a little bit, get back on it. Yeah, I know I can't drive faster. There we go. Now we'll get back into place. And it sounds like someone just came home because my dogs are going nuts. Get back in there. Okay, we'll attach the cargo. Let's lift it up. I really hate the controls with the thumbstick. It always causes you to just flip your camera on. And careful what we're doing here. There we go. Like so. Switch back into cab view, and away we go. Now we'll take this back up to the construction site, and we'll get to the next mission that we got to do. They work in stages. The stages is what triggers the next stage and what completes the completion graphics of the certain stage that you just finished. Now if you remember, damn dogs, if you remember, right here on this corner, this is the house that we put the cistern and stuff in there. Now you can see there's a nice house there and everything. So this is that one house that we just completed the last mission for. So let's pull up into here. You can see a construction site there to our front. And we'll pull in, we'll back in, and we'll drop off the container. So we want to come right through here. Like so. Let me stop this, switch camera view again. And like so. We'll stop. Let's go ahead and start lowering this into place. Now when you get to where it needs to be, you'll see that bar up there fill up to green. See how it just filled up to green? That lets you know it's finished. So we can go ahead and close this up. And now they want us to excavate the marked area. So now we got to excavate this area here. So let me just... What we should have done was move that control or that container a little closer, because we're supposed to fill the dirt into this container. You know what? Let's do that, because I didn't realize that that's where it was going to be. So let's put this back into place, and let's just get it a little closer so we can fill it up with dirt. Nope, wrong way. There we go. Okay, we'll lift it up just a tad. Now we'll go ahead and reverse. There we go. Now we'll drive forward. There we go. And now what we'll do is we'll just leave the truck like that. We should be able to back right into place and get our next. Okay, let us... Best way to do this would be so, I think. Okay, let's go back in cab. Now we'll switch this out and we'll start our excavating. And now we'll just keep digging down until we get it all cleared out. And let's just see right where this is going to put us down, maybe a little further out. Let's just drive forward just a touch. There we go. Where's that going to bite in at? Perfect. Let's dig it up. There we go. Get a nice big scoop. And should be able to dump it right here. Is it going to make it in there? Yes, it is. Perfect. And now we'll get another bite from over here. A little further out. And away we go. Okay. Make sure it dumps into there. Perfect. Now we'll have to back up a little bit, so let's back up. There we go. And then we'll get our next bites. Okay, that didn't quite get much. Let's drop it a little bit. There we go. And drop it into place. Beautiful. And get a little on this side if we can. Okay, let's not continue digging. Now hopefully this won't crash again when I hit no. Wish us luck. I've never had that problem on my private playthrough. Of course I didn't do this particular mission on my private playthrough either. Okay, so let's switch this to there. Put the arm out, and there we go. Now we'll just put this up in here. We'll dump this in there as well, like so. Grab the next load through. That around. Okay. Dump that load in. And our container is almost full, so we'll be able to take that back to the construction site, or to the gravel pit soon. Okay, let us drive back a little bit like that, and now we'll dig this out like that. And we should be getting the all clear. I'm just hoping that's not going to crash the game when we do. Get another bite on that. There we go. And the final bit, let's back up a little bit. And this should give us the all clear now. I'm surprised it didn't. I guess we need one more dump, or one more dig rather. And the final bit, let's get this side. Wow, I'm surprised. We need one more. Probably right there in the center. Welcome back, welcome back. It's me, Kick to the Head again. We are back. We had another crash when I hit no again. So this particular mission, for some reason, and it's really the only issue I've ever had was this particular mission, that it kept crashing when you hit no. You didn't want to dig no more. So I've completed both holes manually all the way through, and we are back now. And as you can see, our new mission is to take now the container to the gravel yard. So let's pick this up. Now we have to be careful because there is that little trench there that we have to be wary of. And we will have to use our booms to the full extent, I have a feeling. So let's go ahead and put this out. So I apologize for the breaks like that. Hopefully I'll edit it out fairly decent and you won't notice too much of it. Camera. Let's pull the arms all the way out. Now hopefully we'll be able to get there and still reach this. There we go. Let's try this again. It's going to be tight. We'll probably have to drive in the hole a little bit. Okay. Let us hook that up and now every time it crashed, it would empty the container as well. So you'll notice that there's not a lot of dirt in it as before. That was because the crash caused it to empty. Put the arms all the way in and drop this into place like that. Okay, let's try this again now. Now we'll take this to the gravel pit. Like so. Now I have no idea how long this episode is going to be, because with the time of the crashing and everything, I show that we're up to almost 50 minutes. So I have no idea how long this episode is actually going to be once I edit out all the crashing and stuff. We had a total of 3 crashes, and it was every time that we hit no, not to dig anymore. So I had to hit yes and continue manually. So like I said, I've been playing quite a few missions offline, quite a few hours, and that was the first crashing that I ever had, and I have a feeling it's something to do with that particular mission. So be wary when you do that mission that you may have the same problem as well, and in which case you do, you just have to hit yes, continue digging, and dig it manually. It's not too much longer after that. A couple more scoops and it will finish on its own anyway. Just so you're aware. So let's quickly finish this mission up. I'd like to get this mission complete. This one's turned into be quite the frustrating experience, this particular mission. And here comes the gravel pit up here on our left. And we'll slow down. We'll drive this into place. Every time I get to this location, it lags up like that. I may have to turn some of my graphics down because I do have everything maxed. And let's just come into place here. And switch the camera around. Put this down. Go. Now, next step is clear the construction area, which we did. Average apprentice for now on. One more contract will be shown, so we'll have 4 contracts to choose from each time now. Now we've got to... I'll let this finish. We got to get a snowberry seedling from the nursery and a Yule seedling from the nursery. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to reset this vehicle. That's not what I wanted to do. I want it to home base, yes. We will switch to the small flatbed truck. And it put the arms down and everything. Let's just back the trailer into place as well. Okay, let's see. Got to put the outriggers down first. And there we go. Let's go to the nursery, shall we? So we need one Yule and one spruce, I believe it was. Let's get in cab. Now, like I said, I have no idea how long this episode's going to be. Let's pass this guy, because I'll have to edit everything together. But I'm guessing it's probably going to be close to 35 minutes long, maybe. That's just a guess. Okay, the nursery's right up here on the left. Whoa, boy, slow down. The brakes are very realistic on here. It takes you a while to stop, especially if you got weight on there. So unfortunately, we still have to rent forklifts. Later on, though, you'll get the ability where you won't need the forklifts, which is nice. I don't want to spoil it too much, so what we'll do is we'll just do this. Pull this right to here. Let's let the sides down like that. We'll run over, we'll grab the seedlings we need and the forklift. So we need this and we need this. Did we need two or one? One. Okay. Now let's get the forklift. We'll rent that. Yes. And let's go back and pick these up. And of course it's going to be up on the top. Get in. Okay, and I want to switch camera to this. Let's get on that a little straighter. Like so. Now you lift it up and you got to tilt it all the way back for it to secure. You'll see cargo fastened now. So then you can go ahead and drive with no problem. Let's lower this down. Spin the camera around. We'll just put these in the center of the truck. There's only the two that we have. Like that. Back out. Dabbled 60 minutes. Play for an hour. Well, there was an hour. Okay. Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Pull this down. I want to tilt it back a little bit and then go in. There we go. Cargo fastened. Oh, don't want to do that. I want to keep it fastened. There we go. There we go. Now we'll put this down. Like so. Let's go quickly turn the forklift in so we're not continuously being charged for that. And rental vehicles. Rent it. Yes. Go back. Hey, we're not taking the bike. Let's strap the load down. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to attach the cargo. We'll lift the sides up and away we go now. Let's just get back in cab. Now, if I remember right, this should be the last things that we have to drop at the construction site, and then we'll have to reset the small excavator back to home base, and should be done then. Okay, so now we'll just drop this into place. Now, Beans, we got to use the excavator to deliver these. Let us stop it right there. Let us get out. Let us detach the cargo, and I did forget to lower the sides down. There we go. And we went into the truck, and let us get into place. And what I want to do is switch this. Let's just get this into place boom wise. There we go. Now let's drive into place. Okay, connect cargo. We'll lift this up into place. Let's drive backwards. Careful, careful. Switch that. We'll put this down over here. Like so. We'll detach that. Let's get the next piece. Go back into driving mode. Okay, there we go. Back into driving mode. Switch that back out, and there we go. Now we got to clear the area to proceed. So let us just take this. We'll just reset this at home base real fast. Yes. And let's go to small flatbed truck, and let's just drive out, shall we? But I want to go into outside exterior camera mode so you can see. Why am I not allowed to get the free camera? You can see, watch what happens when we clear the area. There we go. So we've leveled up. You can see this is the money that we got. And now you can see we got a nice new house there just from that little bit of construction we did. So that's our work. We've done that. So let's go ahead and drive this back home, and we'll complete our mission. So like I said, we did have a few issues with that particular mission due to the excavator crashing every time you tried to not dig anymore. I'm not sure what that was, what was causing that. But to work around that, you have to continue digging until it's completed all manually, which doesn't take much longer anyway. So let's just get out of here. And there we go, guys. There's our 4 pieces of equipment we got. This is our small little yard that we have. We've done 2 missions now. Mash that like up button. Show me the love. Give me the comments and suggestions of what you think of the episode, what you think of the title, and what you'd like to see in the future. If anything, what you'd like to have added through DLC, etc. Until next time, I'm Akiic to the head. This has been Construction Simulator 2015. We'll catch you all later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.